Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Carpathian countryside is where I find myself for this map tour. This is a new mod map out by MrHector. 896.59 megabytes download. Now before you freak out, it's worth every single megabyte. I'm going to say this now, this is a staggeringly good map. Staggeringly good. The level of detail on this map is phenomenal. A triumph. I don't say that very often on map tours. This one is absolutely brilliant. So this is a fictional map, but it's inspired by a modern real-life agricultural company and its surrounding area in western Slovakia. Now the Carpathian mountain range runs for about 1,500 kilometers across Central Europe, from the Czech Republic to Romania. Section of it between Slovakia and Poland is a national park, and this is part of the Slovakian bit. More than half of the Carpathian mountain range lies in Romania. There are still wolves, brown bears and lynx can be found in the forests around those areas. So it's it's amazing. I mean, when you think about it. But anyway, that being said, I honestly don't know where to start. I'm lost for words on this one, which is not very helpful considering what I need to be doing, really. We'll talk about slot count and everything straight away. New farmer, the slot count is 1,666. Is up there, but you get a load of stuff. Farm manager, it's 1,375 as is start from scratch. Difference between the two, you don't start with any of the equipment or machinery on farm manager and start from scratch. All the builds and stuff are still here. With regard to mods that the map maker has put in, there are no required mods on this map. But if we go into build mode, under sheds, we've got a whole load of stuff. Under silos, we've got the grain storage and shredder. The shredder does pig food. That's 1.7 million litre storage. We've got liquid manure tanks at 1.3 million litres, and there's a few of those on the map. We've got silo extensions of 1.3 million litres. There was under container. We've got liquid fertilizer tank, we've got water tower, and there's a fuel tank. Under tools, we have got the farm gatehouse, the weighing station and repair ramp. Under farmhouses, we've got the farm office with accommodation and workshop, which you'll see in a minute. All of it's incredibly good. Then we've got, I'm just trying to think, I made a list of all of this stuff here. Under animals, we've got cows, 2 different cow barns. Under horses, we've got a horse barn, pigs, pigsty. We'll talk about the capacities as we go around. Sheep and chickens as well. Nothing under bees. Decoration. Oh yeah, decoration. We don't often get fences, but an absolute load of fences that can be used. We've got lights as well. Under other, we have got a farm gatehouse. Then from there, under landscaping, under painting, we got a few different textures under painting, quite a few. Under trees, do we have anything under trees? No, it was under plants, I think we had a load. Yeah, under plants, absolutely loads of plants as well under here as well. So as far as mods being put in, quite a bit to be getting on with. Now, contracts are available on this map. It is platinum expansion compatible. The wood containers and stuff like that, that'll be relevant later on. What else is it? It's got precision farming, custom soil map, all sorts of other great features. Oh yeah, a lot of the production facilities and sell points have timed gates. They will open and close at those times. However, it does say if you are in urgent need of selling something, you can manually open and close them. So whilst they will open and close automatically at those times, you can go and you can manually open them. So the main farm, well actually let's look at the map first. On new farmer, we start with the main farm area here, and there are three farm areas. 2 more we've got to buy, so I have to put some money in. We start with fields 3, 4, 5 and 19. Field prices are up there-ish. I mean, field 31's a very small field, like a grass field, at 94 grand. We've got some medium ones across the bottom here in your 400,000 range. And then we do kind of work up some bigger ones here, 1.4 million, 974, you know, so. And then we've got some forestry down the western side of the map as well, which is where the sawmill is over there as well. We'll get to that later on. There are some sections on here, as you can see, that you can't highlight and you can't buy, but we do have some other bits as we go around. Like I say, I'll show you biogas plant and stuff like that. We have got a railway that runs down the eastern side of the map. That goes to Selina, and it runs from south to north. You can rent train, we'll get onto that too. And then you might see as well there's vehicles dotted around. As you go around some of the productions, they have forklift trucks and stuff already there. You don't own them, but they are there. So there's a lot of the productions have got forklift trucks already there, which is a nice touch, as well as sell points. I say honestly, I cannot get over the level of detail on here. So into the main farm. Now this is one of those big sort of under communist rule type thing, the big cooperative farms, you know, the huge, I mean this is, yeah, wow. Fuel tank here, 35,000 litres. A lot of custom icons on here as well. MrHector has left no stone unturned, let's just say that. We'll come over to here. Like I say, the custom work on here, wowzers. Wowzers. So we went past the fuel tank. Slurry storage, like I said, 1.3 million litres each of those. The tanks are numbered, which is amazing. We've got storage space, we've got all sorts of things. So this one is for pigs. 300 pigs in here. Flood lighting, a lot of the buildings have got flood lighting and the lighting is amazing. We've got a water tower just there. If we come across to here, these are brilliant as well. These are like cloth kind of shutters. If you do that, they kind of whiz up out the way and the gates open. So I mean about custom stuff. This one has got the shutter. Sound effects are brilliant. I know I sound gushy and a bit fanboy, but honestly I do a lot of map tours and every now and again you get one that's just wow. So cows here, actually we open the gate first. Dialogue box, 200 cows at this particular one. It's the weathering and texturing and everything that goes with it. Massive manure heap to the side here. If you come right the way across, we've got second cow barn. Now these are both slurry points here. And then we've got another cow barn over here. There we go. Actually we don't have to open that, but you can. 300 cows this one will do. You can see where you put the bedding in as well. It's, like I say, it's all very clearly labelled and marked, which is absolutely fantastic. Then we move over to these. These are next level as well. Absolutely amazing. So we've got covered silage clamps. And we've got 3 sections, so technically 6 silage clamps. So we come over to here, you'll see we've got our fill level and our compacting. But if I come around to the side here, I don't think I've ever come across this. Flood lighting, but this little doodad here, hide roof. So if you don't want them covered, you can have them open. I mean, I've come across it on a mod, but not on a map sort of built in. Incredible. There's 2 of these, one here and one there. We'll move around. It just feels so immersive. I mean, it's brilliant. So, equipment. I said we start with a lot, and you do. Let's go on to here, and I'll scroll down and we'll have a look. So, owned items. Like I said, I'm not going to read them all. We've got a lot. You'll see them as we go around. But under tractors, harvesters, we've got a pickup, we've got trailers, we've got headers, we've got mulchers, we've got weeders, ploughs, cultivators, power harrows, seeders, planters, windrowers, everything you can imagine. Slurry tank, manure spreader, fertilizer spreader, forage wagon, baler. We've got animal stuff, we've got stuff doing grass work, animal transport, compacting equipment. There is a whole load. So you can see why it goes from 1,666 down to 1,375. If we come across to here, I think we've got more in here, have we? I'm trying to think where it was. Yeah, more in here. Tractors all stored in here. Turn on shed lights. The 4 tractors are in there. If we come across to the back here, the second of those big silage clamps, again with the removable roof if we want to, and lighting too. If we come around here, we've got this one I think is bale and pallet storage. Vehicle shelters and storage composition, this says. This will do 1,000 for storage in here. So equipment down there, I don't think there was. Now this the silo that was 1.7 million litres with shredder. And again, the level of detail. So we can store crops and stuff in the side here if we want to. Just try to make sure I don't miss anything or forget anything. That opens at the back there. We have got some equipment tucked away. So, grasswork equipment is all round here. Forage trailer. So yeah, so this one here, so silo 1.7 million litres, which is around this side. What I like as well, a lot of the sell points, rather than having a generic sell point, you've got different sell points at a location for all the various different crop types, which I suppose it would be in real life. If you had one that was a big pile of sugar beet, you wouldn't put everything into that, that would just be sugar beet. So silo just here, and silo storage there. So tipping in, taking out. If we come round to the front and open this up, this is where your pig food, so this is the shredder. Around the side is the silo, this is the shredder. So we've got in and we've got out, but we've also got in over there as a kind of digester. If we open the door up here, turn the floodlights and come in, we can manage our production. So you do start with this once you own the plot. You've got two different recipes for pig food there, which you can run. Take all those different crop types on the right hand side, with pig food being your outgoing resource. 3,000 cycles per month, although the recipes aren't particularly high, but you can produce your own pig food here, which is incredibly good. Across the way, we've got horse stable. This will do 16 horses. Our dialogue box is just to the side there for our horses. And we open it here. We've got a feed point, we've got lighting inside all these as well. Then we come on to this animal trailer, pickup, we're going to come back to that in a moment. In here we've got a vehicle workshop. Again, all custom stuff. We've got a pit that we can cover and uncover, like so. If we open this up here, come in here, we've got a workshop trigger just there, just inside here. So this is the internal one. Shed lights as well. And then if we come out of here and we come into the offices, you can come back out this way. I couldn't get this to open from the outside. A lot of them it's that you come in through the walk-in gate, then you can open the gates on the other side. So we can come in the walkway there. But if we open this up, we come in. The level of detail, staggering. Kitchen, dining area. That takes you into the workshop. I don't think that one opened, did it? No. But we've got lighting inside here as well. If we go up the stairs, we get our accommodation with our doors numbered. Ours is room 5 on the end. If you go down to room 5. Our sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger is in here in room 5. Back down from here and back out again. I'll go out through the workshop. There's more. Apologies if I get a bit frantic. Honestly, the list we need to get through is massive. Outdoor workshop on the ramps, so you can bring stuff up onto the ramps and repair. We've got some equipment here. Fertilisers and lime spreader, roller. There's so much barn and building space. So pull those up. We've got liquid fertiliser storage just here. And then we go around the side there, and that's where we were just now, where all the grass equipment was. We've got more equipment stored away in here. Let's get our shed lights on. Plough and cultivator, seeders, weeder, mulcher, herbicide and liquid fertiliser, fertiliser spreader, all tucked away in here. Now this plot, if you're on Farm Manager or start from scratch, the actual main farm area is expensive. 2.4 million to buy it, but then I suppose when you look at the size of it and everything you get, that's absolutely crazy. So, into the pickup. Let's see if we can get around the map. Actually, what I'm going to do before I jump in the pickup, I'm just going to put some government subsidy signs down because we're going to need some money, and a fair chunk of it too. Okay then, let's crack on. Let's grab the pickup. Now it doesn't say if there's any collectibles. actually, that's a good point. Let me just double check that, because I forgot making my list. Oh yeah, collectibles, 100. I didn't write that down on my list. There are 100 collectibles. Let's go out the main gate. And we'll go around. And you'll see as you go around the map, it doesn't end here at this. I mean, like I say, because I can see why the megabyte download is so high, because it's... down the hill. It's layers. It's like an onion and an ogre. Oh, sorry about the road sign. I do apologise. Right, just hop out and we'll go through here. Right, round the back of here. This is the tailors. Like I said, there's some custom iconography. So we got tailors with a forklift round the back for you to use if you wish. Across the river, just here, we've got supermarket sell point. There's sound effects as well. And MrHector has done with it. Supermarket sell point is just up in here. We need to go along this road actually. I don't know why I turned round. Shouldn't have turned round. So following the side of the river, which is picturesque, is it not? Lovely place. It looks like a really nice place to live actually. So, we are heading west. Now I do apologise if I miss anything. Like I said, this is jam-packed with stuff. And I think I just got overawed, you know, it was that kind of, whoa. You come out of the village, town. Heading out, now I said there was a lot of forestry down the western side of the map, so the sawmill and carpentry is out here. Now I'm trying to think, because I did check this off camera when I was whizzing around. Normally, your sawmill takes wood and does planks. The sawmill here, we can do planks from wood chip as well. So, wood and wood chips can make planks. So, sawmill, and your buy point is just there, pallets will spawn. Again, all custom stuff, whilst it is, I say the kind of the standard in-game stuff, the way it's integrated into the map, it's all the details with the smoke, the sound effects, everything just works brilliantly. So sawmill and carpentry, both here. Wood chip point is over the back there. We're going to go out and we're going to go down at the western side of the map. I've tried to do the route taking in everything as efficiently as possible, as I often do. It's not so bad on smaller maps when you've got a bit more time you can do it, but when you've got a bigger map and a lot to fit in, you'd want to be as efficient as you can really. So, heading south. There's a lot of small things that you don't really think about. You can't take for granted. Like this, for example. This little snake in the road here, this little windy bit, didn't have to be there, doesn't need to be there. If it hadn't have been there, you wouldn't have known. But the fact it is in there, there's a big rock there, and it kind of goes round it, which it would do in real life, but it just... It's those little attention to detail, you know? So, continuing. Can you tell I like this map? And you should too, because it's jolly good. Big open fields, sweeping terrain. Up over the top. To our right, we've got the dairy, which has also got a forklift truck for your use, should you require it. Across the way from the dairy we have, oh yes, this. This is it's like a livestock market, but it's the ranch. So you can't buy this. There's an exercise area at the back. You could bring your horses here if you wanted to, but you've got an exercise area for horses out the back here. But this is a livestock market point. Whilst it does have a horse trigger on there because it's the ranch, you can buy any of the animals you want here. So it is an animal dealer. Whinnying horses on the air. From here we shall go around the back, down the back of the gardens. Again, the level of detail on all of these little houses and their gardens and their little allotments and vegetable plots. This is the grain mill and bakery. So grain mill just here, bakery right next door, which I guess it would be if you're producing your flour, you want your bakery right next door. Another forklift truck, so if you need a forklift, we've got one just there. Grain mill and bakery. Then from here we are going, oh yeah, out here. So the next point which we need to purchase. So this is the second farm. Again, arbitrary number, it depends which way around the map you go. This is just because this is the second farm I'm coming to. Now, I'm pretty sure I just got stuck in the front of that car. I think I have. I can't open either of these gates, this one to the side or this one, until I've bought the land. So if we go to here, we came from the main farm, did these two here, and all the way out there to the sawmill. We've come all the way down there. Dairy and ranch. We're now out here. We did the grain mill and bakery. We're at this point. So this plot here, 37, will cost you 669,720. But when you do that, we get all of these triggers come up. That gate still won't open from the outside, so we go into the human access, and then we open the gates from the inside. And we drive in. Two large slurry tanks off to the left-hand side. Right-hand side, just here, we've got a workshop trigger. Just there, so we've got a workshop. Storage space over to the side. We have got a silo. Now that silo, it doesn't say if it's an OB blah blah blah. It's grain silo Koshino. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I'm not sure what the capacity of that is, but we come over to the back of here. Manure heap around the back there, and we've got bale storage. So this one here is your bale shelter. This will do 500 bales, and then we've got out to the side here 2 pig barns, pig pens, 300 in that one. Pretty much the same as the one that was up at the main farm. Your feed points are at the sides of each one. 300 of this one. In the back corner, you can just see it over the back there, there's a water tower. So if your water point, but that is over there in the corner. Let me just check on here. Workshop trigger, grain silo, manure heap, bale shelter, yeah, water tower, 2 pigs, and slurry points, yes. So, pig farm. From here, continuing south, I think it was this way. We'll soon find out, won't we? Yep. Fantastic views everywhere you drive. The map feels lived in. So down the hill, and I'm just going to pull into the side here. Small gas station, just there. This side of the road, sugar mill. Sugar mill also has a forklift truck over in the corner there. But again, all this custom stuff, you know, it could have just been a grate in the floor, but where's the fun in that? I mean, there's plenty of fun in it, but I like the fact it's all been added in. From here, we're going to go to the next farm to purchase, farm number 3, which is just here. So again, we can't get in until we've purchased it, so we come from here, down across here, gas station and sugar mill. So this plot here, 42, will set you back 507,000. We'll buy that, Do that. Oh, does that mean? Oh, okay, that's cool. Maybe I just wasn't far enough back on the other one. So we come in the door here. Workshop trigger to our left. Well, these ones don't have sleep triggers, but obviously there are plenty of modded ones about. You can place if you want to. This is your chicken barn. Come right the way through. And the dialogue box is out this side of the chicken barn, out the back. Just here. This will do 500 chickens in there. The barn next door is for sheep, which has got a pasture out to the side. There we go. 200. And your little pasture for it. I love all this with the open sections at the sides and stuff. So that's for your sheep. We've got another bale storage point there, 500 bales. We've got a silage clamp just over the back there. And we've got another silo here. Actually, while I'm here, because that's the route we've got to go. Out from there. Continuing south, and then we will go across the bottom of the map. Got a nice view out looking north. Very cool. Right, so we're heading east now across the map. Got to be careful because there's a main road that runs up north in a moment, and the traffic booms along it, as you can see. Can I run the gauntlet or should I stop? Ooh, we'll go. Here we go. So coming up, well, we've got Jenny's Old Stones Farm, which is a sell point on our right hand side, and this is what I was talking about with sell points. It could have just been a grate in the floor and it's Jenny's Old Stones, and you come here and you just sell whatever you've got. But what is cool is that all of the sell points are all sort of, well, they're all separate. So you've got a slurry point just there. Come across, we've got a point for manure. We've got a bale point just over there. We've got a generic sell point, which is just here in a silo. We come around the back here. Is that root crop stuff? No, that's potatoes or sugar beet, isn't it? Potatoes. So all the various different sell points here. Now again, if you're not sure, and I say this every single time, if you're not sure what you can sell where, go into your prices menu, look down each item and then go across to the right and it will tell you all the places you can sell them. So if it's something like sorghum, chances are your sorghum's going to be sold into the silo because it's not a root crop, it's not bales, it's not slurry or manure, so it's going to go into the silo. But these separate ones here, as you can see, this one I think it might do pallets as well, but as far as I'm aware, it's bales is this one here. So you've got all these little separate sell points, but then you've got all the vehicles and stuff around here as well. So Jenny's making a living farming, as well as you selling stuff to her, which is brilliant. Across here, spinnery. Oh no, sorry, Taylor's not spinnery. Oh no, hang on, wait a minute, let me just check my list. No, there's a spinnery, what am I talking about? We did the Taylors already, didn't we? Spinnery just here, and then we cross the railway line. There's only one rent train point, and that's up at the main terminal. So cross over, and now heading north. Next point to be looking at is going to be the biogas plant coming up on our left. Now, generally speaking, I would say things like silos and stuff, if you're not sure, you just go into the build mode, into the build menu, and it will show you which ones are in there that are placeable. But the ones that we've got out on the map, it doesn't seem to be linking to ones that it could be any one of the farmer silos. So, anyway, biogas plant, just here. We've got an electricity and methane purchase point just over to the left. The biogas plant is just here. Now, this is one of the ones which is a little bit pricey. If we come to the map, so chicken farm, and then we came all the way out, all the way along here. took in Jenny's spinnery, and we've headed up here. So we're now at this point. So that plot I can't buy. I can buy all the ones around it. This is one where you've got to buy the biogas plant to get the plot of land to come with it. And it's 1.5 million, is it? Yep. 1.5 million, but fairly standard as far as a biogas plant goes. In the corner, we have got another workshop trigger. Just tucked up in there. So there's a workshop here as well as your silage clamps over to the side. Something I did forget when I was having a look around the map, but I noticed as I was finishing off, so I'm going to whiz out there now, hoping I'm alright for time. We've got manure storage spot, which is out this way. Where's the turning? I think it's just here. You can see them just over there. So you can buy that plot of land. There's two large manure storage facilities, I guess, is how you would refer to them if you seem to have a lot of manure. So you've got an upper and lower. Just here. Back to the map. So we're here at this point here. That plot will set you back, well, including that field as well, actually. 379 grand. Pricey. Do that, and they pop up. There you go. Manure storage spot upper and lower. So back out, so we're heading over there now, which is the main rail depot. Does have a railroad silo, but interestingly again, another nice little touch that I like. It splits into two sections. So you've got your railroad silo. Rather than it being a sell point, it's the transfer silo over to the train, which can also just be used as a storage silo if you want. Normally everything is all in one. This one is split. So the first part of it is wood chip, sugar beet, sugarcane and potatoes. And the second part of it is everything else, pretty much, which you'll see when we get to it. Now it does say large. Normally these do have a fair old capacity on them. So again, level of detail, incredible. So left hand side there, that's your railroad silo large, it says, and that's for your root crop stuff, and you can transfer it from the silo onto the train. If we come further through, so this is the rest of the railroad silo. So over here, this is the rest of the crop types that were going, other than those four I just spoke about. We'll go in and out from there into the silo or out of the silo. We've got a lime station, we've got a debris crusher just there. I'll just pull up there. Oh, that's good timing. The train goes by. The train comes in through the siding, goes back out onto the main track. We come up along here. So for putting in and taking out of the silo is done here. Then we get our rent train point, which is just there. I won't rent the train to bring it back again, but we can rent our train from here. Now across the way, we can put, because it's platinum expansion compatible, if you send stuff off to Selena, you can put your wood containers onto the train and it will sell them at Selena. But if we come across here, we've got a container depot. This is container trader, so you can bring your containers here to the wood depot, and like I say, we can load up if you want to, but the train is further over, so actually, yeah, loading them up might be a little bit tricky. You'd have to do them off that platform over that side, I guess, if you wanted to. So yeah, rent train and your railroad silo just here. Out from here then. There's still more to come. Jam hat. So back out onto the road and continuing north. Left hand side we've got a gas station just there. Right hand side we've got transport company. Come into the transport company, similar sort of thing, again level of detail. We've got various different points here for selling different things. So we've got one point there, we've got 2 points over here, we've got points here. Now I would imagine, again, this is extrapolation, these are going to be your grain type crops. Your root crops were the ones that were the other side, and I would think your production pallets and stuff are going to be over where the lorries are. Just an educated guess, but I could be wrong, but that kind of looks like it. Whoops, one of the cones. How it should be. Then we come across here. So this is now the animal dealer. Now we had the ranch, which was an animal dealer. So this is an animal dealer buy point and sell point. So we've got animal dealer kind of bales point there. We've got a purchase point, which is kind of split up as well. So we've got cows, we've got sheep, we've got pigs. Then we've got buy points. So we can buy manure from here. Around the back we've got a slurry point. Then over here is the animal dealer, animal trader buy point for animal feeds and things like that. Can be done here. There you go, chickens, cows, sheep, so you can buy feed from there. Around the back we've got a buy point for slurry. So slurry, manure, feed stuff for animals, and it's all separated out. Again, which I suppose it would be in the real world. From here. Again, you can check in the menu for those particular crop types, and it will show you what places will sell them, buy them. Go into here. We've got this point over to the side. This is the farm supplies trader. This is also a buy point. We also have a telehandler over here we've got access to as well. Again, if we go into our menu, scroll down here, you'll see on the right hand side, or the stuff that appears in the right hand column on the right hand side is the stuff. Let's go up until we find something. So there you go, animal dealer on the right hand side. So we can buy oats from the animal dealer, but we're at the other place, which is, so I can find something, it's fertilizers and seeds. There you go, farm supplies trader. We can buy seed from here. Oh, there we go, solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. So yeah, farm supplies trader for those types of things. I mean, you can see the pallets and stuff there, herbicide, liquid fertilizer, that kind of stuff. Then we head up over here. We've got our vehicle shop. Was that flags fluttering? Dude. Right, so vehicle buy point and workshop trigger just there. This is also the reset point. And also, pretty much the end of the map tour. So from that manure storage place, we went back out and came up here to the main train depot with all the stuff we did there. We then came up from there, gas station, transport company, animal dealer, the farm supplies trader, vehicle workshop. The train goes then off there to Salina. If we come up there and cross over and come back down, we come back to the main farm where we started. And that's the map. That's Carpathian countryside by MrHector. I think it's brilliant. I really, really do. The level of detail. I know I've said it over and over again, but I think it's a brilliant, brilliant map. Incredibly well executed, incredibly smooth, incredibly well put together, incredibly immersive. Just, yeah, it just works. So there we go. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.